Okay, audio test. Hello. Don't know what the first stream's problem was, but it just didn't go up. Thankfully, I didn't actually play. I didn't do anything. But yes, welcome to the stream. This one probably won't be very long. Haven't been feeling so great lately. Thought it was a good idea to have a discussion on the meaning of existence yesterday, and it didn't end well. So that was fun. Well, more that there isn't a meaning to existence. So we kind of have to make our own meaning for it. It was a long discussion, don't worry about it. Okay, I need to figure out how hard it is going to be to kill these guys. And if I can... Oh, my god, that damage. I regret everything. But yeah, so stream's probably not going to be that long. I need to go take a shower as well. Trim my beard and mustache and all that fun stuff. I think I'm just gonna like go through Shaun of the Mana and then I'll be done with the stream. Because I mean, first of all, it's gonna take a while. And second, as I said, I'm not really in the mood to stream for a long time. Thanks, I appreciate it. I'm probably not gonna talk a lot either, just, as I said, not really in much of a great mood right now. I don't really have anything to talk about anyway. I don't even know why I'm doing this. I know I can run through here. So I should probably practice fighting two of these guys at the same time. Excuse me. Because I'm going to have to do it later. Okay, yeah, so this is just basically impossible to do when there's two of them. Noted. Yeah, because they're super fast. They're not affected by the slowdown of the water, I'm pretty sure. Basically, just gonna have to split them up, or hope to split them up, and abuse backstabs. Like that, except I'd have to actually get the backstab. And plus they have super good tracking, so... They keep doing the 3 combo. Okay, well, that's practice enough. Here's hoping that they don't catch up to me once I get to the fog wall. There is actually a way to, like, do this. Like, run through all of Shrine of Amana without having to... Okay. God, he's there. Run through Shrine of Amana without having to deal with the enemies, but I have no idea how to do it. I saw a speedrunner do it once, and that was it. I am going to buy more life gems, because that's probably a good idea. Hey, DJ Dasho. I am suffering. Bad, I would say.
Thanks.
I mean, I haven't died yet. I mean, I've died 2 times in the playthrough, so I haven't died this stream. In what is probably one of the worst areas for this challenge. Hey, Samurai. How did I miss that? Well, I'm gonna have to do something I haven't had to do in this game for a very long time. I'm gonna need to abuse leashing for enemies. Oh right, that has like perfect tracking. How could I forget? I don't even know what I was thinking there. So technically, give me a sec, I need to run somewhere where I won't get shot by magic. Technically, everything here is equipment, even this stuff, but I'm not gonna count this because this would just be impossible without Estus and stuff, because, like, this, first of all, the Smelter Demons. Just being near them damages you once they go into their second phase, so that would be outright impossible. And also, there's just no way I could do that, like, with all the bosses and stuff, without any healing. Especially with, like, the gank bosses, like Throne Duo. But yeah, no Vanquisher Seal. Yep, it has been interesting. This is about the worst it's been so far, area-wise at least. I think second would be Iron Keep, but that was mostly manageable. So basically the only exception to the, or two exceptions to the rule, would be torches, which are allowed, but I can't attack with them, of course. And also the King's Ring, but I can only equip that to open the King doors, because, I mean, I have to. I can't progress the game otherwise. And I can't use a glitch like parry walking or something to avoid using the King's Ring, because, well, you need the butterfly pants for that, so. You also need to be good at parry walking, which I am not. Pure luck that missed me. Actually, that may have killed me, because that probably would have been a headshot. I don't know if the magic they shoot can like stagger you with a headshot, like arrows and stuff. But if it can, then yeah, that probably would have killed me, because the other enemy would have shot me, and that probably would have been enough to empty my health bar. Okay, so now this is going to be the one, like, actually genuinely difficult part of the area. Right over there with the two knights. Yeah, they scale with both strength and dex. More with strength. And then the Vanquisher's Seal adds like a flat 200 attack rating, plus it increases the scaling of both. Also, Flynn's Ring and the Ring of Blades works. Just want to make sure that I have as much room as I need for this. I don't want to somehow accidentally get into the aggro range of either of these two. Then have to deal with 3 knights or a knight and a mage. You know, I could lure them away from the fog gate and then try running past them. Because the mage can't hit you when you're going through the fog. So, But yeah, see, they're like completely unaffected by the water. Which is very unfair. Yeah, this feels too risky. I'm gonna try and abuse leashing instead. And the terrain, of course. Because if one of them keeps trying to attack me from there, then that would be perfect. Okay, there we go. Mr. Broken AI over here. I think I'll take a video clip of that for this video. Dang it. Oh wow, he is broken. And then from this point, there's the invader, which I don't think will be a problem. Honestly, I might just outright, like, run through past the invader through the fog wall, because I'm pretty sure I can do that. But then there's the boss, who usually is a complete joke. But there's one problem with the Demon of Song. Of all the bosses from, like, the original game, I'm pretty sure it's the only boss that had kind of broken damage that wasn't nerfed. So he still deals just an insane amount of damage if he hits you. Okay, so the problem here is the healer, who I'm going to have to kill while getting shot at by the mage. And she's probably going to keep healing herself whenever I try and dodge the mage. So I'm going to hit her over to the fog wall. Or I'll just kill her outright, that works too. Hey, Joe Films. Had two questions for you. So, have you decided only to stream on Twitch now? And when is next movie night? And did I miss one? Because last I remember we watched Treasure Planet. There wasn't really any, I didn't get any notifications about any other movies. Oh no. The giant bug that breaks equipment. How am I gonna fight it? It's impossible. I mean, it's gonna break all my equipment before I get a chance to kill it. Oh, right. Just let me check the chat. Your message was cut off a bit. Shit. I can't get ganked by these things of all enemies. Yeah, I'll be available, probably, most likely. I don't think I have anything planned. I might get new frames for my new glasses, but I mean, that's like a, what, an hour, maybe two trip? Yeah, I'll definitely have time for a movie. Is it going to be the Grand Budapest Hotel this time, or is there a different one lined up? I do want to warn you, it's a movie that, like, personally I quite enjoyed, but everybody I watched it with so far has kind of thought it was pretty mediocre, but I didn't. I actually very much enjoyed it. Uh, but hey, hopefully you will. And it's directed by, God, I can't remember his name, but he made Fantastic Mr. Fox, so it has all those cool scene transitions and like the weird settings and stuff. It's a very fun movie. Yes, Wes Anderson. Thank you. No, I'm in his Discord. Okay, time for fun. By the way, this is how you cheese the crap out of Demon of Song, in case you're wondering. By the way, his body slam attack is kind of cheap, so watch out for that one. Like that. Because the damage lasts a long time and it doesn't really make sense where the hitbox is. You know, I'd appreciate it if you stopped looking at the wall. This is better. He can attack with them, but he does it rarely. It's mainly the body slam, the grab, and the downward arm slams. Or the, like, side to side. See, there we go. He occasionally attacks with them, but only when he's close. Ugh. Fucking hitbox. The problem is, like, you want to dodge early, like, a bit before he actually lands down, because it'll give you room to be, like, completely out of the way of the hitbox, but then that ends up getting you hit if you don't end up rolling far enough. But hey, at least it's an S tier boss after this one. Honestly, probably, in my opinion, the best boss of the main game. So excluding the DLCs. Yep, Velstat's up next. I'm kind of surprised I'm not in two-shot range, even with the vigor I have. Wow. Okay. Easy boss. Somehow that lasted over 5 minutes. Nice. If I'd gotten hit like one less time, then that probably would have been under 5 minutes, but whatever. Just means I have to edit down a 15-minute clip instead of a 5-minute one. But yeah, overall that went very well. I expected a few deaths in Shrine of the Mana. And I expected it to take around an hour, but it's been 33 minutes, so very good.
What are you doing, cat?
I think running this way is the fast strat for this part, because you can like run off the elevator early and then progress a bit quicker. By the way, jump scare warning, Aldia. swear to God, if Forlorn invades me, I'm gonna lose my shit. Thankfully, I can run right past here. I saw someone, like... I don't know what it was exactly. I can't remember if it was a full-on mod or if they were just redesigning areas in Dark Souls 2. But for that area, they added wall guys to, like, each of the small staircases, so you had to deal with the mages first. And let me just say, whoever that guy was evil, because that would have been awful, even during a normal run, because the mages are, like, just a pain to fight. Especially, like, a mage and a shield guy at the same time, that would suck. $20,000 souls casually on the ground there. So, I don't know, I can't remember how to do it, but you can climb this ladder, and if you, like, sprint at just the right time, you can get past that guy without getting hit. I don't need this, I already killed the Miracle Lady. But I'm grabbing it anyway because I couldn't remember what else was in the chest. But it's nothing useful. So I'm gonna get the next bonfire and then I'm gonna check if... Oh, that is not a lot of damage. Check if another Seed of the Tree of Giants spawned. Pretty sure that's a grab attack. It'd be cool if you could get like a fixed version of their set, or one with the closed helmet, because the version that they have on, that you can get from them, it has like a giant hole in the chest, which kind of looks ugly. Also, I can't remember if it's these guys or the Insolent, but one of them have... If you... Sorry, just focusing. Not used to fighting these guys for so long. Okay, that's a 4-hit. Oh, you can actually see right through their chest. Didn't know that. So the two enemies in this area that both start with the letter I are the Insolent and... what's the other one? Whatever. There's like these red phantom enemies that are called the Insolent. But they're gauntlets, or gloves actually. If you equip them with Vengarl's chest armor, then your your wrists disappear. For whatever reason. There's just some issue with how they interact with each other. And it's purely a visual thing. It just looks funny. Okay. Right, checking for a seed. No way. Okay, that's very lucky. I could eradicate you. shooting me unprovocated. Unprovocated or gated? Can't remember which one it is. Unprovocated, I think, right? Okay, now I need to search it up. Unprovoked. I'm an idiot. I could have sworn unprovocated is a word. And no, I didn't just mumble it because I didn't know how it's pronounced. I just have a very big tongue, so I'm bad at talking. I'm gonna abuse the shit out of the bonfire because I don't want to deal with the mages here. This room is easy enough. It's the other one that's the problem. I mean, yeah, it definitely has some cool level design. I mean, it's my favorite game after all. But I don't know if I'd say this was the greatest level design. Also, it's funny that every single shield enemy that they put here can be, like, bypassed relatively easily. You know, I haven't opened this chest in forever. I can't even remember what's in here. Oh. Garbage. Wow, this is literally worthless. I actually just rewatched Gravity Falls. That show is so good. Oh yeah, by the way, if any of you have like a sensitivity to flashing lights, I warn you now, these guys have a lightning attack that for some reason will just give you a seizure. I mean, it's not quite that extreme, but if you do have a light sensitivity, then I'll tell you when the fight's over. It's that attack they do, but instead their sword goes all lightningy. Also, for some reason, the weapon model they have is the Black Knight Greatsword. It doesn't deal fire damage, unlike the actual Black Knight Greatsword in the game, and they drop the Greatsword instead, like as a chance draw. I'm gonna see if I can get him to do the lightning attack. Being kind of aggressive right now. Okay, dude, put your shield up. You little goblin. Dude, the first time I ever... Okay, that wasn't it. Whatever. The first time I ever encountered one of these guys, I was terrified of them. Like, I abused backstabs. I would like very, very carefully, I'd lure out an attack, run away, and then just study it over and over again when they did it. And now that I realize, oh, they're one of the easiest enemies in the game if you know what you're doing. And they're extremely easy to just strafe. Oh, here's another fun fact about me in Dark Souls 2. The first boss I ever beat in this game was the Royal Rat Vanguard. Somehow. It's the sewer one. Well, quote-unquote sewer. I mean, it's before the gutter in Grave of Saints. Yeah, the Royal Rat Authority is the... is the really big one with the toxic rats. Because Dragon Riders were some of the most elite knights in Vengtrix's forces, so that's why there's a Dragon Rider defending Velstadt, who is then defending Vengtric. And no, I don't know why none of them actually ride dragons. Gonna get him out into the open a bit. Also, welcome to the stream. Honestly, the Dragon Riders are just weird outright, because they don't ride dragons, they wear super heavy armor that would probably break the neck of any dragon they attempted to ride, They have a shield, but you can't guard break them. Their soul will give a twin blade, but none of them actually wield twin blades. And it's even called the Dragon Rider Twin Blade. Their weapons deal magic damage, and I'm pretty sure that they themselves do not. There are 2 different colors of Dragon Riders. Most of them are red, but then a single one, the Archer, within the Dragon Rider Duo boss room, is black. And you can only get the black armor set, the one that appears a single time in the whole game, on the weakest Dragon Rider. It's just... Oh, and also you can only get their armor set in New Game Plus, or if you use a Bonfire Aesthetic. You buy it from... What's his face? Magarold or something? The merchant within Iron Keep. It's just, like, everything about them is bizarre. Okay. Velstadt time. Great boss design time. This'll go fine, I'm sure. Yeah, that's another thing. So there's a handful of armors that you can get, like boss armors that you can get from other NPCs. The Skeleton Lord and Executioner armor you get from Tichy Gren, who is like the Blood Covenant guy. And then Sir Lon's armor. And what's the other guy's name? Dragon Rider armor you get from... Jeez, I forgot his name again. The merchant within Iron Keep. And then you get the Burnt Ivory King armor from... What's her face? Alana? No, Alana's the Scald Queen. Elzana, maybe? Okay, I'm gonna stop talking, because clearly I'm fighting worse when I'm talking. forgot I have to dodge away on that one. What keeps throwing me off is that I keep missing his legs. I think I got stuck on... Christ. I keep choking my spit. I think I got stuck on the pillar there. Like, or the remains of the pillar. So otherwise I don't see why I would have gotten hit by that. My own body is fighting against me to give me an extra challenge. Easy boss. I mean, somewhat difficult boss. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, that fight was like... Actually, let me check how long that lasted. Definitely over 5 minutes. Okay, yeah, so it lasted 14 minutes. Jeez. Thank you, everyone. Somebody asked a question earlier, I think. Or pointed something out. Yeah, he didn't really need to use his long-range attacks. So, I mean, there was one point, actually, that was... I thought he was going to, but instead he used his gap closer. Oh dear god, Alana exists. Oh, that is going to be awful. I mean, I'm gonna have 99 strength and dex by then, but still, ugh. Okay. Thanks for popping in. This stream probably won't last too much longer anyway, so you won't be missing much. Probably just gonna speed through... what is it called? Aldia's Keep. It's kind of hard to tell. Vengtric also has that problem where it's easy to miss his legs. But no, he's probably only going to take about 15 minutes, I would say, because by then I'm going to have access to Giant Lord for farming. And I'll probably have my strength and dex maxed out. And he also doesn't have nearly as much defense, it's just he has like a crap ton of health. I think it's... How much does he have? 19... No. The nearly 20,000, that's Ancient Dragon. Can't remember how much health he has. Oh yeah, warning again for the flashing light attack. Okay, well, I'm equipping something because I have to. So that's it, challenge over. I mean, technically the challenge ended the moment I started the game because you start with equipment. No, I'm gonna check how much health Vengtric has. $11,450. So yeah, that wouldn't be too bad. As long as I had all 5 dragon souls, that is. Or giant souls. Okay, invader time. Thankfully, he's the easiest invader in the game, so this won't be a problem. Who also happens to be in one of the easiest areas of the game. Assuming you're not doing the sconces and everything. Just a reminder that this guy's supposed to be like a legendary swordsman who was even able to beat Lucatiel, who happens to be his sister. So far, it was Looking Glass Knight. Because he's a super aggressive boss who has 2 gap closers and 2 ranged attacks, and he really likes using gap closers. And he summons 2 highly aggressive phantoms as well, or mirror squires, or whatever they're called. Wow, these guys are weak. Second place would probably go to, shockingly, like of all the bosses, Prowling Magus and Congregation. Just because they have healers. And my really low damage struggled to actually kill them. And they could also use spells that would give them a bunch of defense, and I could deal like no damage to them. And worse yet, that spell, it's basically Sacred Oath, so I'm just going to call it that. When they cast it, instead of it, you know, being like applied onto them at the end of the animation, it's applied almost immediately at the beginning. Which is just bullshit. But up next is another terrible boss, so that's going to be fun. Just because it flies around all the time, so it's going to take a long ass time to beat it. Okay, this will be fun. He said, lying to his trusted audience. was weird. Easiest to kill. So, of course, I didn't choose Dragon Rider, because that would be cheap. Easiest to kill. I'll have to think about that. Sorry, something just came up. I'll be back in a minute. Sorry about that. One of my cats was choking on nothing. I just had to make sure that they were okay. I mean, like, I thought they were okay, and they were. I also had to clean up some unrelated cat puke. I think I should have attacked its head there. I'm pretty sure it deals more damage. The boss is shockingly, like, broken as well, because sometimes that happens. The fire doesn't, like, gets caught on something. And then it just doesn't, like, do the flare out thing. I was right, it does deal more damage. A decent bit more, in fact. Can't believe I almost just died to Guardian Dragon. To be fair, he did fly super weird, so... Hey, how about give me an opening, asshole? We are fighting here. God, Skyrim dragons give more openings than this. Without this, the shout that makes them descend. Well, that was a nightmare. Well, everybody give a round of applause to Guardian Dragon for being the third most annoying boss so far. You asked earlier who was the easiest. Just trying to think. There are definitely a few bosses I just kind of melted through, even despite like my damage. Melted isn't the right term, but melted compared to what this build is, if you can even call it a build. How did I get the wrong exit? Whatever. I'm gonna check the teleport map and like look at the different areas and see if I can remind myself which boss was super easy.
What bearer of the ancient, take them. Do not resist.
I don't know I'm talking to her. I can just walk away and the aged feather will be automatically deposited in into my inventory. Okay. So, Royal Rat Vanguard was actually pretty easy. Lest, not least, like L-E-S-T. Though, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if that was just your copyright, oh my god. Autocorrect. I've been talking about copyright a lot recently. Your autocorrect screwing you over. But yeah, it may have been Royal Rat Vanguard. I can't remember how easy Flexile Sanctuary was. It probably wasn't too bad. Okay, well, skipping this area because basically its only use is upgrade materials, and I have nothing to upgrade. Though I will stop here for the Soul of a Great Hero. Oh, it's close. I don't usually stop here, just because, excuse me, I can kill Giant Lord fast enough to get more souls. Like, the time it takes to, like, run along, what am I saying, run? Climb along the ladder, and then, like, having to do it a second time, and then going across, this, and then teleporting away and everything. Like, the time it takes to do that isn't worth 20,000 souls, compared to just killing Giant Lord again. Okay. This should be easy. In fact, this should be incredibly easy. It's probably the fastest I've ever gotten across the bridge because I have no equip load. So my rolls go super far. Oh yeah, sorry about that. I didn't give a jump scare warning. Okay. This is gonna suck. Thankfully I can abuse the leashing of these guys. Oh my god, I'm supposed to be able to kill or deal a lot of damage with Strike. Man, that attack has way too much tracking. They really were like, how do we make these enemies as annoying as possible? Especially the mace guy. Or Great Hammer guy. I'm gonna do all bosses, so no, he's not optional. Okay, that's the easiest of the knights down. Well, kind of easiest. The Greatsword one is also pretty easy. And I can just skip the shield and warpick guy. Now, how in the world am I gonna kill this guy? I will kill Ancient Dragon, just not yet. Fun fact, despite this being incredibly dishonorable, you can in fact just run away from them backwards, and the Dragon Knights won't get all pissy with you. But if you run away like that way, they will get pissy. And you only have to defeat them one time each. I'm pretty sure as long as you defeat one of them once, if you come back through the area, you can skip that one, and the knights around it won't mind. I might be wrong about that. Ugh. If I am, then you only have to defeat the final guy, and then they'll all leave you alone. I mean, the black guys won't, the Drake Keepers, but you can run past them without the Dragon Knights getting annoyed. Okay, that is the toughest enemy in this area defeated. Probably toughest. Honestly, I kind of started getting a hang of it, so... almost, kind of. So the... War Pick guy who's, like... down... where is he again? Somewhere over there, there's like a little area you can drop down to. So he might actually be worse. I mean, these guys are just sped up old knights from Hyde's Tower with a different skin. So they're just not well designed. They're too fast for this game. And like their attack, you can see like that they're sped up because their attacks are all super jittery and weird. And like the way they move is strange. Okay, this part shouldn't be too bad. This guy's pretty easy to backstab fish, so... drink some more water before he kicks my ass. Or before I kick his ass. Either way. The only problem is he kind of hits like a truck. Apparently, he also has godlike defense. Noted. Okay, this should be a lot easier on a flat surface. I feel like I should probably stop trying to attack him after he gets up. Because that seems to be how I keep getting hit. And I can just abuse backstabs. Oh yeah, by the way, this guy's a filthy little cheater. Because, well, first of all, I'm pretty sure he has more health than possible. But also, you can't get 2 of those swords. You can only get 1 in the game. Like, irrelevant of how many new game cycles you go through, because it's a Covenant reward. Hey, lather, degrees. I'm just calling you degrees. I saw you in another person's streams, Samurai something. I'm so terrible with names, I'm sorry. If you scroll up, you might see some of his messages. But I think he left before I got there. But yeah, I am currently suffering. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna backstab fish him now. Because I am running out of Estus, and while life gems are cheap, they're not that cheap. What is it that the Miracle Lady calls you if you don't spend souls at her? What's her name? Licia? Licia? Something like that? The gods frown on such soul scrimpers or something. I am absolutely a soul scrimper. Yeah, that's what I was saying, that I'm pretty sure it has more HP than you can actually have as a character, at least without, or at least, unless you use like certain spells like Numbness, I think, is one of the ones that gives you like an insane health bonus. Yeah. I know how it's spelled, I know it's like of Lindelt, isn't it Lindelt? But, yeah, so I have no clue how it's pronounced, and I'm pretty sure she says her name, so I don't know, I just never. Yeah, that's it. No need for miracles. The gods frown on such soul scrimpers. don't think this guy has Estus. And if he does, I'm gonna lose my mind. Especially because, I imagine he has the Dragon Covenant ring on, which boosts how effective Estus is. It's not like some crazy boost or anything, but it is a boost. Okay, so I backstabbed him so many times. Like, oh my god. I'm gonna count all of those for the video. I think, maybe. Or I'll get bored and not do that. Does it? Really? Huh. I could have sworn that was like the only way to kill an NPC without getting Sin. I can't remember. Yeah, okay. So I'm not gonna fight him yet. Give me a minute. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so now that I have access to Giant Lord, I'm probably going to be farming him for a while. I'm kind of surprised that, like, what weapons you can and can't get, and, like, armor sets you can and can't get in this game. Like, you can get the turtle armor set, for example, but it's, like, not completely different, but obviously the helmet is, like, shifted upwards, and it doesn't really make sense why they would drop a helmet like that, because their normal helmet just wouldn't work on the character. Yet, they don't drop their weapon, which would make for a perfectly fine Great Hammer. But also, like, Giant Lord. His sword would make for, like, an excellent high strength requirement sword. Or ultra great sword. And he has an armor set, so I don't see why, like, you can't get his armor set. And also the Pursuer's armor. Like, it's the most badass armor set in the game, and you can't get it. Or at least one of the most badass. Because it has, like, screaming faces within the metal of the armor. Also, fun fact, one of... Oh, I see. Okay. See ya. It's about 11:30 for me. PM. What was I saying? But yeah, thanks for watching. That is one of the most overpowered and broken enemies in the game. Because, well, look at it attack. It just does that over and over and over again. With, like, no cooldown in between. And also those fireballs, they hit hard. Well, I'm having more fun than I thought I would. So the stream's gone on basically twice as long as I thought. Or as long as I was planning for. Though I will probably just kill Giant Lord and then end the stream there. And we'll pick it back up in a week. Or who knows, maybe earlier than that. Also, I'm in like a Squad Souls thing. So like a few friends are going through Dark Souls 2. There's like, I think throughout it there have been like 6 people, maybe 7. But like randomly we join in and help in certain levels and stuff. Help each other through the levels. So I might end up like adding everyone for those streams as well. We do it like once a week, so it won't be too disruptive, hopefully. So you sent a message, let me read it. No problem. I'm glad that you find streams entertaining. I just really want to get that 20,000. I think it was 20,000. There are some more soul items in that area, but they're behind a bunch of enemies, and I really don't want to deal with that. Yeah, we cheating. Oh boy. So that's rule break number technically 4. Because you start off the game with armor, and then even if you unequip it, unless you start as a deprived, which I didn't because the knight's the best class for this build. You start with equipment again, and then I had to use the ring once, then I had to use it again, and I'm going to have to use it one more time for the throne. So that's unfortunate, but hey, the challenge is still there of the run, just the run's not technically completable. Kind of funny that how somehow the birds in this game, it doesn't look as good from this angle, but like from up there they actually look pretty good compared to the ones in Dark Souls 3. Panic ran through my mind for a second when I saw that I only had 3 giant souls. I totally forgot that usually I kill Ancient Dragon as soon as I meet him, so I get the giant soul from that. I'm not gonna level up before this boss. So here's a problem. Giant Lord has a decent chunk of health, and there's a boss, and there's like an actual timer for the boss. One cannot reside within memory for long. So it is possible that I could get kicked out of the memory before I kill him. Though I think I'll deal damage fast enough. Man. Okay, that sucks. So I'm probably not going to be able to grind him for souls. But it's not a problem. I can kill him because, first of all, I wasted time grabbing the bonfire ascetic. So that is a little bit of time save for the next fight. I also can level up. So I'll get a little bit more damage. Even if it's like one more, that's with the amount of times I have to attack him, that should be like what, 5 less attacks maybe? Actually, how much damage was I dealing? Probably less than that then. Oh, hey Darkstar. Thankfully, I do have some good news. The time limit thing is not the case for Sir Alon. His timer, once you enter the boss room, it's infinite, which is pretty cool. Oh, Mark, I kind of got kicked out of the boss fight with Giant Lord because the timer ran out, because it keeps running even when you fight him. The memory timer, I mean. So I'm just getting a few extra levels and then I'm gonna go kick his ass. Worst part is the timer is like 5 minutes or something like that, so I got him down to, I kid you not, I'm pretty sure 1 hit away. Worse than that, even if I had killed him, I don't think it would have been enough. Because I'm pretty sure I would have faded out of the memory before like I got the victory achieved message. I'm not gonna ask for context on that message. Oh my god. Making me blush. Why did I sell the Dark Troches? I might actually need those for Dark Lurker. Or I might not. It's probably gonna be fine. That's enough for 1 level, I think. Yeah, not 2, unfortunately. We're gonna get some souls real quick without having to kill a boss. There are a few in one of the memories, but I can't be bothered. But yeah, there's time saves to be made with the boss. So I'm not going to be grabbing the Estus, or Ascetic this time, because it no longer exists. I already picked it up. And I could probably run through the fog earlier, or like the dust cloud. What else? I could get hit less. Literally, the strategy right now is play better. Okay, I hate to be picky like this, but you didn't capitalize my name. It's like one of those pet peeve things. I'm very much a grammar Nazi. Okay, well, I don't think I'm going to be making or getting any extra time because I have to wait for the fireballs. Damn. Honestly, that might cost me the fight. The skin being weird. Easy boss. Actually, I had a decent bit of time to spare. And by a decent bit of time, I mean I might run out of time to grab the soul. Nope. Ha ha ha. Okay. I mean, it would have just been a bit of extra time to if I failed to grab it. I got hit like 3 times. Or maybe it was 4. It's just he was acting so weird for a little bit there. But bad news, I'm probably not going to be able to grind him for souls. Because I can't remember how much is added, but time is added each new game cycle, I'm pretty sure, for his fight. I think. Maybe that was just some random person lying on the internet, though. Who would do that? Okay. So... Question. Do you think I should be allowed to put on, like, soul farming gear for, you know, farming souls? If it gives me, like, no boost to damage or anything, I'll still be using my fists. What? Armor set. Oh yeah, the Alon Knight set. I forgot. Which was a waste of a few souls, but whatever. She looks quite dapper. I guess earlier in the run I decided that no, in fact I was not allowed to do that because I don't seem to have any of the soul farming gear. Probably because you're still alive. That would explain it. And anyway, like the defense I get from it will do nothing against New Game Plus 5 run. Or is it New Game Plus 4? Can't remember. And so on, though, because I'm going to kill him multiple times.
Curses upon you, enough of this! You won't get me.
Dude, you live in Majula, you don't stand a chance. Did I kill... I didn't kill Tichigren. Did I get the... Yeah, I got the ring from you and sold it. Oh, I am a genius. Well, I guess I'm getting the +2 version. I mean, it's probably for the best. It does give me an additional 10% soul gain. And plus it stacks cumulatively. I hate that word. So it's more than 10%. Okay, you're next, buddy boy.
Whose blood will spill first?
Wait, really? That was the... Okay. Could have sworn he had some crazy attack. Okay, now I go back to Majula and buy his armor, because it gives 10% instead of 5%. And then it is... what is the snake lady's name again? Mitha, the Baneful Queen. That's it.
Thanks.
And yeah, now it's time to fight her in New Game Plus, because she drops the coveted Silver Serpent Ring +2. By the way, fun fact, the cumulative bonus of all the souls in the game is... like, soul boosts in the game, if you, like, combine them all, is 69%. I kid you not. Yes, it is the funny number. Well, this is gonna suck. Because this is, like, just about the worst boss in the game, for, like, or one of the worst bosses in the game for low damage builds. Because she has one attack that is almost impossible to dodge. Scholar of the First Sin. Yes, this is Scholar of the First Sin. I'm on PlayStation 5. Shut up, stomach. Okay, rude. And painful now that I'm looking at it. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go grab a few more Estus, or a few more life gems, just to be safe. No, I do not, because rings are equipment. So, can't equip them. Yep, you got it. No, it's fine. I mean, technically the whole entire run I've broken the rules just because this stuff is on the equipment menu. But not using this stuff is unrealistic, so... And downright impossible, when it comes to the 2 smelter demons. Okay. I'm also, like, not allowing summons and all that stuff. Well, I might allow a summon for just getting through Frigid Outskirts, not for the boss itself, just for running through. But yeah, so I'm going to get to the fog gate and then end the stream there, just because I'm kind of tired. Hey, John! You caught me right at the end of the stream. Najika is the scorpion. This is Mitha, the Baneful Queen, who is the Snake Lady. God, please, idiot. Come on, die before the crawlers get here. Yeah, I get confused between the two sometimes as well as Alana, the Squalid Queen from the DLC. Those three mix me up sometimes. Okay. Lure one of you, because there's one more guy in New Game Plus. Yes, I'm going to do every boss in the game. Toughest enemy. Basic enemy, like, just on their own would probably be... maybe the Great Hammer Knight from... what's it called? The Great Hammer Drakekeeper from Dragon Shrine, that's it. Toughest enemy encounter would probably be the two... whatchamacallums? The two elite giants in Black Gulch. Toughest boss, or like worst boss, would be Looking Glass Knight, then Prowling Magus and Congregation, surprisingly, and then the dragon. What dragon? Why can't I remember the names? Guardian Dragon. There, I see. I've been streaming too long. I keep forgetting stuff. Worse than normal. Honestly, Sunken King won't be too difficult. Fume Knight will be so much fun. Because I am very, very good at this game, and I know the moveset off by heart. Okay. Definitely not. I don't want to have to deal with an invader in random areas. Okay. Could you not? I'm doing terribly against these guys. I should be a lot better than this. Okay. Oh, John, you missed it. I fought Giant Lord, and I got kicked out of the boss fight because of the memory timer. So I had to fight him again. And it worked out the second time, though it was actually relatively close. There's something else interesting that happened. Oh, right. Do you know that one elite Dragon Knight that you have to fight at the end of Dragon Shrine before the Ancient Dragon? I spent over probably around 10 minutes backstabbing him because of his defenses. Okay. There are a lot of people here. Do you guys... Yeah, for some reason it applies during the boss fight, but it doesn't apply during the boss fight with Sir Alon, despite him being in a memory. So, do you guys want me to fight her and then I'll end the stream after that, or should I just end it now? Let's see, what do I want to do the least? Probably fight her right now. I'm gonna fight her right now. And then I'll end stream. Oh god, she's gonna heal throughout. I forgot. Could you get out of the poison? Yes, you have magic, and it is incredibly easy to avoid at this range. That isn't. Oh, okay. I deal plenty. That's the attack. That's the attack that's impossible to dodge. I still haven't figured out how to. I think maybe if you, like, perfectly time it, you can dodge it, but... I don't know. God, she hits hard. I mean, I'm going for the tail just because it gives a stun. It doesn't, I don't think it actually reduces the damage of her spin attack, unfortunately. But it does, I think it decreases the range of it. Come on. But this damage is manageable. I really thought it was going to be so much worse than this. There it is. Yeah, agility, technically. Just makes the game look like there's awful hitboxes. I mean, don't get me wrong, there are some awful hitboxes in this game, but people are like, how did I get hit by that? Like, I jumped into the grab animation, but that's because, you know, their foot gets clipped by the attack. Can you get out of the poison? She's legitimately healing all the damage it dealt. There we go. At least that attack deals less damage now. Yep. Yeah, I have no idea how to dodge that. Really? I hate when she does that. She always becomes tame when she goes into the poison. Or passive is a better term. So. I really thought I was going to be out of the range for the explosion. Also, wow, that deals a lot of damage. It is kind of funny that she doesn't deal... Okay. She doesn't deal poison damage. Like, of all the bosses in the game. In fact, how many bosses do deal poison damage? The Royal Rat Authority doesn't deal any status. Royal Rat Vanguard does inflict poison and petrification. What are their bosses? I think all the other ones are toxic, right? Okay. That was an experience. Yeah, because Sin inflicts toxic. And Scorpionus Nausicaa inflicts toxic. I have to be forgetting something, right? I mean, I think the spiders inflict poison, right? Maybe? In, the Duke's dear Freya's room? But that doesn't really count, because it's not the boss doing it. Huh. Alright, see ya. Yeah, I'm gonna be ending the stream about here. I'll teleport over to the Rotten real quick. Do game +4 next time. The boss has a spit attack for poison. Oh yeah, she does have a spit attack, doesn't she? That inflicts poison. Huh. I guess I never get hit by it, so... Nor do I get hit by the web attack. Actually, you know, I'll go check the giant tree real quick, just to make sure there's not another seed. I haven't even needed to use any of them yet. I'm trying to think, what will I need to use one on? I guess it's kind of just random forlorn invasions. Yeah, I didn't think so. There's no way I was gonna get that lucky. Because I don't think there's really any invaders I need to worry about in the DLCs. Oh, okay, yeah. The Rotten, right. Okay, hopefully nobody will have a problem with this when I eventually make the video. I'm sure people will be, on the internet will be reasonable. Actually, more likely, YouTube will just screw me over and I'll get no views on the video. So there'll be nobody to complain about it. Okay, but yeah, that's the end of the stream. Thank you everyone for watching. Subscribe, join the Discord if you want. It's in the channel description and in the description of like every other stream and all my recent videos. But yes, thank you. Quote unquote recent.